I'm going in. My hubby inside. Hello.
Welcome to my little fish room in the garage for an update on baby bristlenose.
This is his fish room.
Yeah, it's uninsulated garage, so I've got a little greenhouse with some insulation. Basically, when I sell fish, I spend more money on it, so it's a slow process. But I enjoy it very much, so this is where the caves are going to go. You need to get down low, Lanih.
Okay. This one?
You can see some babies, look.
Where?
There. Many on the leaves.
Yeah, it's my baby.
Over there. This is the one where I was waiting for the... see, there's one female, big female there. Babies everywhere. There's a resin rock behind this Java moss. I think that's where they bred, because that's where I first saw the babies coming out.
Here's the thing that
yeah, I'm going to put those in later.
This one?
You can see a few on the leaves and a few down there. I'm going to just put 3 caves in here because I don't want to disrupt them too much, because there's 2 very large males, 5 or 6 breeding size females, a few younger females, 12 in there altogether. Now that they've bred, I don't really want to disturb them too much. I'm hoping that they're going to have batch after batch after batch. But we'll see how we go. We'll have a quick look at some of the other tanks. This is 2nd and 3rd. You can see the smaller ones there. The reflection's really bad. 2nd and 3rd generation albino sunsets. Mostly males in there. I've taken 2 2nd generation females in here. But I don't know what's going on with them. They don't look that happy in there. I only put them in 2 days ago. I don't understand really. The water parameters should be exactly the same, because it's exactly the same water. I've got 2 going in there. So yeah, who knows? Just hoping that they will drop their fry in there and I'll be able to raise a few. I've had 2 drops of fry in this tank here, but only like maybe 15 fry altogether. Hoping to double that. I put one of the albino sunsets in there, and then you see there's quite a few fry. There's around 15 to 20 in there. They're over a week old. Now they've got a bit more size. There's another young female up the back there, Lanih, if you can get her. Duck down a bit and have a look up. Here she's coming. Now, another pregnant one, back female. I usually put them in when, you know, the fry are like 10 days old, so they've sort of got a bit of size, so she can't eat them. She's not eating them yet, so that's pretty good. Just hoping to raise more, because I have a lot of guppies, but I have 2 lines working now. The albino sunset, and in here, which is very hard to see because of the reflection, but I have blue Moscows in there, about 10 blue Moscows. I had a trio. I put the trio in the lounge room tank, and they've had about 15 babies in there now. But as I was saying before about the caves, I've split them up, so now I've got albino sunsets in 2 different tanks, so if either tank crashes I'll still have some, and I had the blue Moscows in 2 different tanks. So I will concentrate on these 2 lines a while. I still have mutt guppies in here. This didn't quite work out how well. Divided with Japanese matin filter, and it was a bit of an emergency, because when the tank in the lounge room crashed, I put these larger yellows. I put 5 yellow females and red and yellow 5 males. I put them in here, and they've continually bred, and I was hoping they would stay in each compartment. But what has happened, the fry can get through the matin filter, and they've worked their way through, and that way I'm having more success, because they're not eating as many fry. So I'm raising more fry, and then I'm going through and picking out the young males putting the young males in here so I can keep the females, virgin females, and choose what I want. But the younger males here. In this tank here, you can see I have about 8 or 10 rosy barbs still left, because I bred the rosy barbs in this section, and then when I took them out, some of the eggs and fry have got through to the others and risen up. These are the rosy barbs down here. As you can see, there's a few younger ones still surviving with the breeders, but I've sold 20 of them, so I only had about 10 breeders left. But I like those fish, colder water. So yeah, not too bad, but eventually this will become another guppy tank when I looking for more. But you see all these guppies here, all these guppies here, these guppies here came from 6 initial guppies I bought. So we have platies in here. I don't know if you can see, there's a few babies, but maybe they're hiding it just in the jar. Oh, there's one little baby at the back there, see it moving around. There's a few in there, not as many surviving. This one has the other this one has the other platies as well. There's a few, see, baby platies in there, and there's a few younger ones from other drops, and then there's a couple in there from this drop. See them moving around? But because there's so many fish in there, I just have that bit of Java moss. I get in like 5, 6, 7 surviving each drop instead of 30, but I can't sell the platies, so I'm not really worried about them breeding. They're just sort of in a holding tank. If I manage to sell them, I sell them. But the guppies, and there's one Kubinska in there. I don't know, she might be hiding. But see, I've got the old parents in there. They're too old to breed now, but just let them live out their life in there. And I sold all the jade perch and all the crabenzas, but I've got one female left in there because she was hiding. So basically everything in here I've bred now. But I'm very happy getting back to the bristlenose here, because some of them I've been raising for 18 months, so it was really good that they've bred. I have a few more bristlenose that survived the crash in the lounge room tank, because they were my initial stock. I bought off a guy in Clayton 34 for 50 bucks or something, which is a really great deal. But yeah, it's good, it keeps me interested, and it's been in the hobby 40 years, different levels of tanks or whatever. It's really never really been into live bearers apart from the last 18 months, getting into them, and as I go, initially I just wanted to pump out as many as I can, but now I'm getting into genetics. We've got 2 pure strange going and trying to concentrate on these, but it's a great hobby because you're always learning. I mean, look at this. I've got guppy grass going crazy in this tank. I take it out, put it in 2 other tanks, it won't grow. Who knows why? But anyway, that's the way it goes. It's all low light, low tech stuff. I still run a few underground. So I'm running everything off a 55 watt resin pump up here. I've got the little greenhouse to try and control, and the insulation because winters can get a little cold, just trying to control the environment, so I'm using less power. But it's good, it's all a constant change, bit of patience.
It's warm in here.
Got the old pothos, yeah, I'm trying to run around 25, these tanks are in 25. This one's down around 21, but rosy barbs can go colder. I've got a 4x2x2 and 4x1x2 out there that one day I'll set up, maybe get a few more tanks underneath, but slowly, you know. People, I sold many guppies and I sold shit, but the platies I having trouble with, but you have to work out. But anyway, that's an update. So
Okay.
Lane might take some footage of the tank in the lounge room as well. That's just a very basic tank now. I've got a trio of blue Moscows, although...
Okay, let's go there.
Okay.
Alright, get
thank
there.
you. Do you have any questions or anything about fish tanks, or you'd like to see specific details on each tank. We have 10 tanks, not much, but you know, it's good. Probably a couple of hundred fish now, so it's good.
Okay, let's go inside.
Bye-bye.
There's another tank there.
Oh.
Alright. Tara na.
For that very reason.
I'm so scared. I thought we locked ourselves outside.
No, but if you're in the garage, someone can always, if they're watching you, they can sneak in the house in the mornings after the kids, and then when I do it, I put the blind down a bit so there's not so much. And I shine this light on that a bit.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's put this down and get rid of the reflection. So this is the trio. Try and show them. There's one female, the other female. Here's the male. He's quite nice. A little bit too much green in the tail, but we'll see what happens. You can see quite a few fry. I think I'm counting 12 to 15 in there. So that's pretty good. I've never had quality. Well, these are much better quality than I had before. Very hard to find around our area. The fish tank and aquarium shops, the quality of fish really poor. But yeah, I've got a few. See if he comes back out. But the trio's doing good. They're breeding, so at least I've got, you know, 20 fry in 2 different tanks. If something crashes, I can keep them going. Got Amazon swords just growing here. But the one in the bristlenose, I'm trying to grow it out. Hopefully they get big enough to have babies. It's a queen sword here. You just move back a bit and see where he is. I got a couple of these new heaters at the back, LED screens. I'm really liking them. You can set the temperature. They tell you what temperature the tank is. They tell you the blue light's when it's not working, red light when it comes on. I'm really impressed with them so far. Just maybe not too convinced about the suction cups, but for 21 bucks, I think it's pretty good. I'm loving the fact that you can just walk past and see the temperature on. And the Java moss is taking off in there, but as you can see, I had the 2 females looking what's going on. They're having a look at you.
They want to be fed.
Yeah, well that's right. You see in guppies, females are always pretty plain. Where's the male gone? He's hiding back there. Can you see him on the other side?
No, I can't see
Okay. But anyway, that's it. The Java moss is going good. I put the Naja grass or guppy grass in here. A little bit's hanging on, but most of it died off, so I can't work out what's going on. A little bit of algae growing in that, but hopefully that'll be alright.
This one?
No, that's a snail.
That's a snail.
But yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to put 5 of the caves in here as well.
Here.
5 of the things in here, and grab a few of the bristlenose from the other tank, or from the ones that I saved, because I had this is a 3 by 18 by 18, about 150 litres. And we just woke up one morning, it was going beautiful. There's the male, he's come out now. You get the male near the heater.
Oh, that's a nice one. Look,
see, he's really
nice color.
Yeah, he's really good. So
I like the fins.
Yeah, it's the tail.
Oh, that tail.
It's a Moscow. It's supposed to be blue Moscow. It's got a little bit too
Ah,
much
he's
green.
hiding.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Around the other side maybe.
Yeah, here there.
But they're nice. So concentrate, you know, like anything, you live and learn. I've always done
He's very
cichlids,
scared.
cribenzas, and gipiceps, frontoses, and yeah, I've got those for a long time.
It's very
Been
scared.
doing it off
It's
and
hard
off
to...
since. So. Yeah, but anyway, that's the thing. So if anyone would like more on the fish or whatever, but I'm very happy to have baby bristlenose. I've been planning raising them for 18 months, and yeah, I got a couple of males a while back from a different source, from Paul, I think, in here. Thank you, Paul, if you ever see this, and that's good. So now I have, so I'm going to put those 3 caves in there later on, but I'm not going to disturb them too much, because I'm really happy that bred. I've counted 22 at one call, so I'm figuring there's probably a few more hiding from that. So I'm hoping between the 4 or 5 females or 2 males having there, that they're going to start pumping out babies every month. But anyway, you never know. But that's the beauty of fish keeping. You can get different species, try different things, and you never stop learning. I'm not saying I'm proficient at it, but I've had tanks on and always had a tank going on and off since I was about 14. So I love it. It's good. Trying to get the kids into it. That's why we got the guppies for the kids, because they're easy to breed. But now I'm getting into it, but you know, concentrating on those 2 lines, albino sunsets. So in a little while I'll have trios for sale, and then hopefully I can build up a couple of tanks of the blue Moscows and go from there.
Okay.
So thank you very much. As always, like Lan's channel, subscribe if you want to, and keep supporting her as I do. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.